Hello, everybody. Jen Johnson, Aaron Birch in his house. We are live. I'm going to hop on Facebook and let you guys know that we're starting only 5 minutes late. It's a miracle.
Darn good.
It is a miracle. So we'll give you guys a few seconds to get on. And as you hop on, let us know in the chat. Feel free to let us know where you are coming in from. Shout out your name so we can give you a shout out, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, let's see who's on here, guys. That's always fun for us to see.
Let's see here.
And you guys are going to get a whole ton of content tonight that you know, if you want to make money in this industry, you want to build a good, strong team, you want to make money, there are certain things you have to be doing in your business to make it in this industry. You know, some of us have tested that theory. We tested it by doing it wrong for quite a while. And then, you know, we learned to do it the right way. So we know from experience there is a wrong way and a right way. So, you know, the difference is night and day. So we want to teach you guys how to do it the right way so that you can start making some money and grow your business.
Yes, it's all about shortening the learning curve too, you know. Yeah. I know, Aaron, you were lucky enough to stumble upon what you know now pretty quick.
I was darn lucky. I have very few cuts and bruises and scars because I learned the right way much quicker than most people. I did it wrong for only about 4 months until I realized, oh my God, I'm never going to make money if I continue marketing this way. I'm going to be living under a bridge. So my choices were, you know, live under a bridge or learn to figure it out, you know, to learn to do what the 3% do. So that's what I did. So I was darn lucky.
You know, 11 years, 4 months. I'm not bitter.
But most people have stories more like you, though, Jen. You know, people struggled for many, many years.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it's all worth it, no matter how long it's been. So,
I mean, I'm very grateful I spent those 4 months struggling, because had I made a couple $100 a month or whatever, I wouldn't have been so quick to want to figure it out.
Exactly. So you are very fortunate, my friend, and you are crushing it. And I'm so excited. You know, Aaron and I did a webinar last Thursday, and it got, you know, everybody loved it. And so we really want to just, for those of you that maybe missed it, or those of you that just want to soak up the information and really just hypnotize yourself with what you need to be doing to go out there and explode your business, we want to bring you this value. We're going to probably be doing these a couple of times a week, and we just want to, you know, if there's anything you're looking to learn and you want to just share with us some things maybe you're struggling with, we'll always be happy to add that to upcoming ones that we're going to do. And you know, right now we'll just dive into it. You know, we want to teach you how to become the hunted and stop stressing about who you're going to talk to today. And I'm unsure of how to get leads, and I'm unsure how to get signups and sales, and you know, and even just understanding like having a good posting strategy to where you get a lot of engagement. So that way you do have people to talk to. It's not a question. It just automatically starts to happen. You'll get more people reaching out to you. So Aaron, we can go in with how to make people want to buy from and join you versus your competition. Because, you know, let's face it, there's thousands of distributors in your company. Why do people want to join you versus the other thousands of people that are in your company?
Well, really, with all these thousands of reps, everybody promoting the same company, the same business opportunity, and the same products, you have to set yourself apart from everybody else. Now, when you first come into this industry, you look at some of the leaders or the successful people, and you think you almost need to take on their personality, you know, and their way of speaking, because this is the way to do it. And that's wrong. This is all about being genuine and authentic. You have to let your personality show. That is going to set you apart from all the other reps. You've got to be enthusiastic. Yes, you need to believe in what you're promoting, because when you believe in what you're promoting, you're going to come across, people are going to feel that you believe it, and you're going to come across with a lot more conviction. And that's a big one I've learned. You have to speak with conviction, or nobody's going to listen to you. Nobody else. They're going to think you don't believe in what you're doing, so they're certainly not going to want to buy from or join you. Conviction's a huge one.
Exactly. A lot of it has to do with posture as well, and being very confident with what you're about to share with people. And a lot of times, I get people messaging me saying, I just don't feel like I have the authority to share value with people. And you have to realize that if you've read one book that someone else hasn't read, you can shed light on a particular situation. If you've watched a YouTube video, if you've been to a webinar, you now have more knowledge than you did an hour ago. After you watch this, you'll have more knowledge than you did before you hopped on to this live hangout. Take notes. Every piece of paper that you fill with notes, if you don't share that information, it's an uncashed paycheck. This is something that I've learned from a top earner, Ray Higdon. And it's always stuck with me that if every time I'm taking notes, I literally just pretend there's a dollar sign after each thing that I'm writing. Because if I don't go out there and share it, it's just me being stingy with my value and keeping me broke. I won't make any money if I don't go out there and share value and show people, hey, I'm someone that, I want to help you, and I want to help add value to your situation so you can go out and be successful as well. So have that posture, because you definitely know more than somebody out there. So
that's the thing, you guys. That is really one of the crucial things. It's a key. People are going to join people of authority. They're not going to join a rep who looks like they're treating their business as a hobby. They're going to join people with authority, leadership skills, because they need to feel confident that you can lead them to success. So you have to become a person of authority. And quite honestly, you have to basically fake it until you make it. You position yourself as a leader until you become one, which of course gives you all the confidence in the world to do that. But positioning yourself as a leader, in the beginning, it's quite a bit about perception. It's almost creating a perception of how people see you so that they are drawn to you. So, you have to have people see you as an authority figure. And Jen just said it. You learn, you turn around, and you teach it to people. And that puts you in a position of authority. And that makes people want to follow you. It's all about putting value into the marketplace. People join people of value. If they don't feel you have any value, you don't know what you're doing, they're not going to join you.
And that's very true, that in this industry, and that's actually part of a new training that I'm putting together for my blog, is that people in this industry join people. It's not always about what your product or service is. I've had a lot of messages where people just say, what are you up to? I'm looking for something. I'd love to work with you. And they don't really care. They don't even know what it is, but people join people that they can relate to, which is why it's also really important to learn from people that you can relate to as well. There's so many great leaders, and for a long time, even as I started getting into what I do now, I learned from so many great leaders, and maybe you can relate to this, Erin, but you'll look at one leader and think, oh, that's awesome. And then you'll look at another one and go, that's awesome. But wait, what should I do? Like, this one's cool and this one's cool, but then this person's doing this over here and that's really cool too, but they're all different. So you can't let yourself get into this cycle of learning from 20. Everybody's going to do it different. You just have to find the person that you resonate with most, that's going to help you get the results, and run with that method or run with that strategy. because that's what's going to work for you if you can portray your real self through whatever actions that you're taking.
Actually, Jen, I love that you brought up that point, because I really recently kind of realized that. It's so true. If you're going to follow a leader, which is never a bad idea, you don't want to copy them, but you emulate them. And you're spot on there. You really, if you're going to follow somebody, you have to be able to relate to them, almost have a very similar personality, because everyone does things differently. If you can't really relate to the way somebody is doing it, you know, somebody might be a little more aggressive, and if you're a more of a passive kind of personality, they would be very hard to follow, because it is not your personality, it's not your style. So really, you're right, you have to find and follow somebody with the same kind of personality and the same kind of style, because then you're going to be consistent, and it's going to be, you're going to be more comfortable with it, and you're going to be a lot more authentic, which is huge. Good point.
Well, yeah, and what's interesting is when I decided to follow, you know, who we both follow pretty heavily now, it was actually a person that really wasn't exactly my personality, but she gave me more posture because she was so postured. And I knew I wanted to be that person. So don't let yourself get too comfortable either. It's kind of like this balance of like, okay, I'm like this person, but I do need to stretch myself. So it really allowed me to build up so much more posture and confidence following someone that I knew I wanted to have those aspects or that characteristic or that, you know, that strategy in mind or whatever. But so also be sure you're stretching yourself with who you're following too.
That is a darn good point again. Basically, the person pushes you out of your comfort zone, which is huge. And that, you know, quite honestly, I was covering this on the morning wake-up call the other day. Well, might have got cut off, I think. But biggest lesson, one of the biggest lessons I've learned this year is when you do push yourself out of your comfort zone, amazing things happen, not only for your business, but your entire life. When you push yourself out of your comfort zone, you do it and you survive. And it feels darn good. And you're extremely proud of yourself, and allow yourself to appreciate that feeling, because that is also going to egg you on to doing it again. And then you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again. And suddenly it's old hat, you know, and then it pushes you on to do even something even bigger that scares you even more. And that is where you find the success. That's where the greatest money is made, is when you step out of your comfort zone. If you're staying where you're comfortable, you're not going to make a lot of money as a person. So let that, you know, almost be enough to make you do it. Because, well, fact is, leaders are alpha personalities. And if you're not naturally an alpha personality, you can become an alpha personality. But you have to step out of your comfort zone and push yourself to ever step into anything near an alpha personality. And that's where the money lies.
And that's where the authority lies. That's where people will just come, and it won't matter what you're doing. It'll make it so much easier to go to people and say, hey, I'm up to something, not sure if you're interested, but people will be more prone to listen to you because you've already been providing so much value to them without expecting anything in return. So it just makes it so much more casual, and you don't feel like you have to have those weird, awkward conversations that a lot of people have.
So when people know you have the guts and the confidence, they want to naturally follow you. I mean, that is all human nature. So the more of that you can display into the marketplace, you're going to attract more people to you.
Exactly. Absolutely. So I know there's some people that were trying to get on. Okay, looks like it's working now. And wanted to make sure they could. Now, how about, you know, how to brand you, why branding your products and your company will kill your business?
Yeah, been there, tried it, figured out it will make you no money. No money. It's a waste of time. Waste of time.
You might be getting some people going, what are you talking about? How are we going to sell how am I going to sell this product if I don't talk about my product? How am I going to sell? How am I going to make money if I don't tell people about it?
Well, what you guys have to realize is when you are branding your company, you've got your company name plastered all over social media and pictures of your product. What people are going to do, because it's easier than coming to you asking about it, because then they're afraid you're going to go into sales mode. So what they do instead of approaching you about it, they Google it. They're going to find another rep who's a, you know, more experienced, flashier marketer, whatever. They're going to find another rep. They're going to find the company replicated website and buy from there. Or they're going to find bad reviews. It does not matter how good a product or a company is. There are bad reviews out there on everything. For one thing, people make money off doing reviews of companies, and they can say whatever they want. And also, you know, other companies, the competition, it's kind of in their best interest to do a bad review of the competition. As dirty as that is, you know, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So instead of putting your company name and your products all over the place, never mention well, once in a while it can kind of sneak in there, but once in a blue moon. But otherwise, you want people to come to you for the information about what you're doing. So you do that by creating curiosity. And this works like a charm. You know, we friend of ours did a little test on this. I don't know if you knew that, Jen. She posted her product. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Lisa posted her product on her profile to see what would happen. Because I remember seeing it going, what the heck? This isn't the way she markets. And she was testing it. And what happened was she had somebody comment. And by the time she got back to the person who was asking about it, she got back to them an hour later. And the person responded with, oh, too late. Whoops. She said, too late. I already bought some online.
Oh.
There was the lost sale. Had she instead said, you know, this product rocks, it makes me feel good, I'm loving it, the person would have asked her about it and waited for her to get back to her, and she would have gotten the sale.
So to give you an example, you guys, of how to do this, because it's not that you can share. Here's the thing. Don't make generic graphics, okay? If you're just posting a generic graphic that's your lotion and your potion and your shake and your whatever, and it's just coming from the website, you put no personality, you don't have anything about it doesn't look fun, it just looks like I'm shopping on Amazon, like, don't post that picture, okay? It's just, traditional advertising doesn't have any place in network marketing. So the second thing is, when you post it, you want to ask, are people going to ask me what this is if I post it? Because that's what you want them to do. You want them to ask you, this looks awesome, what is it? Because if they can't ask, if they already know what it is and they don't need to ask you that question, you're putting too much information. You know, one of my mentors, Nadia Melton, she talks about how you're giving away the movie. You know, when you watch a preview on TV, it's like, they're giving you enough information to it's for you to make a decision. Do I want to go see this movie? Does it look good enough? Right. And if you're just giving away the ending to the movie at the preview, nobody's going to show up to your movie. So make sure that you're keeping enough curiosity. You know, makeup, you know, I know Lisa makes up silly names for her ingredients and just does all this fun stuff. Take selfies and be holding your stuff, but maybe block out the name of your company. Make people ask you, like, this looks so awesome, I love your results, what is it, where can I get it? And you'll get more conversations happening versus people just going to Google to find the first negative thing that they see, because that's how our brains work. We immediately look for the worst in every situation, and then you don't even know that they were paying attention to what it is that you had to offer. So And you guys, I know there's about, I think there's probably more than 20 people on here now, but feel free to comment, ask questions in the chat, because we definitely want to help you guys wrap your brain around this, because I know I was tired of running in a hamster wheel for 11 years. It got pretty boring and I wasn't making any money doing it. So, you know, we really want to help you understand how you can take your business to the next level. And, you know, with that, you know, there's another thing here on how to get your prospects asking you for your info on social media, and then how to explode your business with video marketing.
I just wanted to say one quick thing about the product. When people, you know, put their pictures of their product and everything on Facebook, you have to be very aware of why people go to Facebook in the first place. They are not going there to buy. Jen was saying, you know, it makes it look like your profile is like Amazon. Well, that's a very good point, because people aren't going on Facebook to buy. They will buy if they're intrigued enough to buy, but they don't go there to buy in the first place. They're going there to engage, to be entertained. So if you can, you know, while you're selling your product or promoting your business opportunity, if you're engaging with people and entertaining by creating the curiosity and putting personality into your pictures, right? You holding the product and all of that, and you know, it's a graphic you made up. If it's entertaining, that's a whole different ball game than just pushing your product on people, because that just, it becomes white noise. People see that and they scroll right past on your timeline. They don't care. They see so much of that crap on Facebook, they stop paying attention to it. And there you go, lost sales.
Yeah, and here's another thought. You know, there's so many different, a lot of you may be with health and wellness, beauty, travel. Think about your business, or think about when you go to the store and you purchase a magazine. You know, on the front cover, it's not like buy L'Oreal, it's $14.99 today. That's never going to be a topic or a headline on the cover of a magazine. They're going to say things on the front of that magazine that are going to make you want to open it and read it, right? So think of your Facebook that way. Think of different topics centered around your niche. You know, maybe give away some, if you're in health and wellness, create an ebook on cool free recipes, or, you know, 10 ways to work out on the go, or I don't know, just whatever, however. I'm not in that niche, but you know, same thing with skincare and makeup. You know, you can talk about different ways to, you know, having beautiful skin, or different looks for the season, or whatever. So just, if that's the niche that you're going to run with and you're going to be in, that's cool, but don't just make it about you and your product and buy it from me today. Make it more about the other person, because people buy things based off of emotional buying decisions. They don't buy it because of the bottle and what it looks like and how much it is. They buy it because of how it's going to make them feel, look, what it's going to taste like, how, all of that. So you have to start, once you start understanding people, all the other stuff will fall into place. And this is how people think. You have to start really analyzing how you think when you go buy something, and play to that on your social media platforms.
Totally. It's how it makes the person feel. It's the benefits for the person. You're a problem solver in marketing. Marketing is about problem solving, not selling. So if you can make that mental shift and think about that every time you go to promote what you're doing, it changes everything. Don't even try to sell people. Become the problem solver, and it changes everything. I mean, that comes to, you know, recruiting for your business opportunity or selling your products. Once you make that shift, the money will come.
Yeah, and I notice, I don't know about you and Erin, but a lot of people struggle with that conversation. Like, how do I have a conversation? What do I say? How do I say it? And it's so hard to explain the art of a conversation. You just talk. You just open your mouth, and whatever, you know, you don't want it to be premeditated. It sounds weird if it's premeditated, if it's I know Erin and I are not really big on scripts. I mean, I think scripts can be cool if you know how to make it your own, but I'm not one. I got one today. Like, it was an immediate, like, and I asked her, I'm like, how is this script working for you? I could tell she made the script, but it was a script. Like, I wasn't the only one getting that message. And I just flat out asked her, I'm curious, is this cool script? How's it working for you? And it's probably not, so I don't like being not authentic. I like being genuine. Every conversation is going to be different because every response, every engagement, every person is different. And I don't go into my conversations with an expectation of needing to get something out of it. I go into it needing to give them something. So when you go into it with a giving mindset, like, I'm going to walk away from this conversation, whether they join something, whether they buy something, or whether I just give them something, they're getting something from me today.
Yeah.
So when you can start to think that way, that changes everything.
And worst case scenario, you make a friend. People feel it. When you go into a conversation and you're thinking money, they feel it. And you've lost them not only during that one interaction, but there's a good chance you've lost ever, doing business with this person because they feel it. And I've actually had conversations before with people, and I don't talk about business. And they're just waiting for the pitch. And I actually had somebody about a month ago say, when is the pitch coming? I'm like, it's not. It's not coming. But they were so used to being pitched that they were confused why the pitch wasn't coming. It was really quite funny, actually. We've actually become really good friends online because, it wasn't what they were used to. But guess what? They're now watching me. They haven't joined me in business yet. Yeah. But there's a good chance they will because I wasn't selling them. The minute somebody feels people like to buy, but they don't like to be sold to. So the minute somebody feels that you are trying to, sign them up or sell them something, you're done. It's game over.
And there may be some overthinkers on the line. I know I'm an overthinker. So when do you know, I get this question a lot. When do you actually go in for the pitch? Like, should I wait and have one conversation and talk to them a week later? Should I wait and have, should I wait until we've conversated 3 times back and forth before this is how in depth people's brains get about trying to carry on a conversation with somebody. And for me, I don't really ever have an answer. I go with my intuition on where I think the conversation is going. And again, for me, I always just lead with giving. And the more I can talk about them and find their need and find the holes in their boat and try to plug them up, that's really what I'm there to do. And I really do it in a no pressure way and just say, today there was a lady that, she really wants to invest in herself. Unfortunately, she can't afford it right now. And I'm like, look, it's all good. I have some free training I can shoot over to you. We're doing a webinar tonight. She may be on. And, when the time's right, just let me know. I have a slew of things. I feel like that guy that sells watches out of his trunk. I'm like, what do you need? What do you need? Like, I got it.
And guess who she's going to look to? Guess she's going to join when she is ready? The person who offered help and didn't try to pressure her.
But even when she was asking about what it is, I never even sent her what it was that I do that is something you would have to pay for, because she said she couldn't afford it. And she's like, well, what is it? I said, well, why don't we focus on what you can do now instead of focusing on me sending you something you can't even afford. That's a waste of time for you right now. Let's start you where you're at, and just kind of go. I don't know. The way I didn't want her to feel like I was trying to push her, I guess, on something she couldn't actually take advantage of at the time.
Yeah, I totally see your point. Basically, you want to stay in contact with that person. you become genuine friends, and then you offer her help when she's ready, because people are not going to do anything until they are ready. It's not about when you are ready for them to join you. It's when they are ready to join you. And going back to when I remember asking this same question, when do you go in with your business opportunity or products? It's like, do I wait for we've conversed back and forth 3 times. Is it the first time? How long do you wait? And my answer to that is when you have asked enough questions to find out if they are even open to what you have. You never go in with your business opportunity unless you know they are even looking for one. Because if they're not even looking and you bring up your business opportunity, you've lost them forever. You've lost them forever. They might be ready 6 months down the road, and it's not you that they're going to be thinking of.
And if you're really doing it right, you will never need to go in with your pitch. They are going to ask you for it. If you're asking enough questions, and if you're asking the right questions, then they are going to say, send it to me. I want to see this yesterday.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to need to say, do you want to see it? Can I send it to you? Because it's not about you. You got to make sure they want to see it. And when you can get to that point in the conversation where they're saying, yeah, send this. I need to check this out. It's exactly what I'm looking for. Then say, great. You're not pressuring them, and you don't care either way. Like even with that gal today, I told her, I said, well, if you are really looking to invest in yourself, and looking for something particular to what it is that I'm doing, I'll send you information on it if that's what you're looking for, but I didn't say, oh, well, can I send it to you? Is it okay? Will you take a look at it? It's just very nonchalant or casual. Just, let me know. I can shoot you the info if you're really that interested in it,
That's a darn good point. You never, ever want someone to think that you actually care if they join you or not. That is posture. That is going to make them want to join you even more. When you give them the impression, well, for one thing, once you've been in this business for a while, you kind of learn to not worry about every single person you talk to anyway. Chances are that one person is not going to make you $1 million. So once you divorce yourself from the outcome and let people know that you kind of don't care if they join you, they're more interested than if you're basically, really being aggressive and trying to encourage them. Gotta let them think you don't care.
It's a lot like dating. Just like dating. The guy that walks up to the girl and is like, what's up, girl? Can I have your phone number? No.
Yeah.
But if he comes up and just compliments her and talks to her and really listens to her, she may let him buy her a drink.
They like the chase. They like the chase. It is very similar.
And people want what they can't have. And when you're not so easy to just shove it down their throat and now you have to give them the Heimlich maneuver because they're choking on everything that you're saying, it makes it a lot easier for them to want to swallow what you're kind of just dripping on them,
And that is the beauty of attraction marketing. When you have taken the time to brand yourself and people, they're following you, you don't have to pitch them because they've already made up their mind about you if they want to work with you or buy from you, whatever. That is the purpose of attraction marketing. You don't even have to bring up what you're doing unless they ask. If they're asking, then by all means, you share what you have. But other than that, that's the whole beautiful thing about attraction marketing is they just come to you and ask. When you've done it right, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
And let's see here, how to video marketing.
Oh.
I don't like doing videos, Erin. They scare me. How do I get out of that situation?
Well, basically, you put your big girl or your big boy panties on if you want to be successful in this industry, and you do the video anyway, because you're going to grow as a person. We were talking about that before. You're going to grow as a person when you force yourself to do it anyway. The rewards for doing the video, monetarily speaking, how fast your following is going to grow, how fast your team is going to grow, how fast your bank account is going to grow because you started doing video is huge. I mean, you know, it doesn't happen right away, but I have to say after I started doing video, like 2 months after, I was probably making 4 times the amount of money. And I had 4 times the amount of people coming to me just because of the videos.
Yeah.
Hugely popular. You have to be okay with not being real happy with your first 25, 30 videos. And that's okay. It's the same thing for everyone. When I first started doing video, well, first of all, I said I would never do video. Then I started doing video anyway, and I would do them outside of my front yard because I was swearing like a trucker. It would take me about 2.5 hours to do one video, and I probably did about 35 takes. Then I started coming inside and doing them inside, and I would do them in my son's room because his room is the cleanest room in the house. And I had a couple drinks before I did the next probably 7 videos.
Oh, that's so funny.
And then one day I did a video and I went, I didn't even have a drink. And I was so proud of myself, and I've never had to have a drink to do a video again. So there's another tip about doing videos, especially if you're a girl, you know, who wants to be wearing makeup or have their hair done or whatever in the video. Do like 5 videos in one go.
Yes.
Open up your book, your content book, and shoot like 5 or 10 videos. Just have 5 or 10 shirts beside you. Change your shirt. Shoot another video. You've got videos for the week.
Ponytail, put it in a braid, mix it up.
I'm
serious. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I just don't. And then I kick myself during the week. So I'm like, dang it, I got to do another video. And it's so much easier to have like on a Saturday or Sunday, or even during the week prior, like just take some notes about a couple things you want to talk about in your videos, get your content together. On Saturday, Sunday, boom, go in and just shoot them all. You can get it done, like 5 videos in like a half hour maybe.
And yeah, and then you go, I'm done for the week. It's really sweet.
Done. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm telling myself. I'm declaring law.
Because if you only do 1 for the day, and then the next day you're like, I don't have a video now. Had I done 5 yesterday, I could be doing something else right now.
Yes. Yeah, I know. So, well, I've personally been doing three blog posts a week just because when your plate gets full, you got to recognize it. And as your plate empties out, you can fill it back up with more stuff again. So even if you guys aren't video marketing every day, like make a goal to do it 3 times a week, 4 times a week. You don't have to, just gradually get yourself into a routine. And as you start to fall in love with it, you'll want to do it more and more. And, maybe you can do pre-recorded 3 times a week and maybe go live a couple times a week or go on Periscope a couple times a week. There's so many different ways you can get yourself out there visible on camera. Snapchat, it's the other new one now. So really take advantage of that. And
sorry, Jen.
Just don't get in your head about it. It's not about you. It's about providing value to people. They're not paying attention to you because they're paying attention to what they want to get out of you. Everybody's thinking about themselves when they're watching your video. Just know that. So it's not about you.
You have to, that's exactly right. You have to let go of the ego, your fear of looking like a goof, and think about how you're helping that person out there. They need that information that you are sharing in your video. So if you can think about that before you do the video, it's to help that person out. It's not about you. So don't worry about what you look like and sound like, and who cares how goofy you sound. Just get it out there. Video is by far the fastest way to get people to know, like, and trust you. It's so powerful. And also what I love about video is the fact you get to put in a call to action in every single video. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. That's like an incredible lead generator right there. Right in your video, it takes you, 10 seconds at the most to say, and you give people a call to action, and you generate leads in like 10 seconds that will generate leads for you forever. Because that video, you know, you're putting it on YouTube or wherever, it will continue to generate leads for you forever.
And they don't have to be long. They could be like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Super short.
Don't do long ones, because if you are having a call, I mean, you know, if it's a spectacular training, then maybe do it longer. But I agree. I believe in keeping them under 3 minutes, because if you're going to have a call to action, if you're boring people, it's a 7-minute video, they've only watched the first 2 minutes. They're not going to hear your call to action. The whole video was a waste of time.
Yes. And it begins to become a challenge to do short videos, huh? I think so.
I love short videos.
I know, but I find I have so much to say after a while. Now I can't shut up in my videos.
Then you make that into 5. You make that into 5 videos, Jen. There you go.
Here's 2 steps tomorrow. So that's awesome
for the week.
So how can we start making more money in your business immediately? Out with us.
That's a good one. Well, first of all, apply everything we have just told you to do. That is, you know, a very big way I make all my money now, by doing everything we've basically just listed. But also, when you want to shorten your learning curve, unless you have 10 years to accomplish all this on your own, you know, I didn't have 10 years to spend doing this. I wanted to do it as fast as possible. So that's why I wanted a system to leverage things inside a system that were already done, that I could use to brand myself faster, to position myself as a leader, to make me an authority figure much faster, and also a way to earn a second stream of income all at the same time. I mean, who doesn't want that? That is a no-brainer. If you can have that, why would you not?
Exactly. And there's definitely, we can probably talk about this on our next webinar that we do. There's tools that if you really want to leverage yourself online, you need tools. And unfortunately, network marketing companies, we both love them because we're both a part of them, but they don't give you marketing tools like online marketing, leveraging, building your list. And there's so many different things. I mean, just thinking of like not having the list factor, and we'll have to talk about the power of the list, maybe can be our next one or something, but knowing and understanding what you should really be doing with your list and how to leverage it online through social media. There's just so much money being left on the table when you're not using the right tools to build a successful online business. And the reality of it is, I'm pretty sure the majority of you on here right now are looking to grow your business online. I don't know too many belly-to-belly marketers these days. I still like doing some of it, but honestly, everything I've built up until this point has pretty much been online. Like I've done very, very little offline marketing, and it's a skill set. It's a skill set you have to acquire, but it's not a skill set you're going to acquire through your network marketing company because they're busy telling you about the products. So
they are product producers. The MLM companies are producers of product. They're not marketers. That's why they're quite happy with the reps marketing the products and the company, which doesn't actually build your business and make you money.
Exactly. So it's really, we're really just here to let you guys know we've found a way to shorten our learning curve. It's a passion of mine to help other people do that, because if I can help cut 2, 3, 5, 11 years off of your time and getting to that point you want to be at, I mean, checking out a 20-minute video changed my life and completely by just taking a look at having an actual system in place and seeing the power behind it and what it could do for me. It really revolutionized my business. It changed everything.
Well, it made me, this system that Jen and I both use, made me go from my first 4 months, $6,000 in debt, to now I'm hitting 6 figures this year.
Yes.
So am I glad I found it? Yes, I am. The thing is when you develop these skill sets to make money online, I know Jen and I were talking about this the other day. Now that we have these skill sets, I'm seeing ways to make money like 100 different ways.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. I see money now everywhere. Oh, I can do that, and I know how to do that now, and I can go make money there. It's crazy. Sometimes I think my brain is going to explode. And it's all because we shortened the learning curve and learned the skill sets and have the tools, and now we're set for life. Because once you have the skill sets to make money online, let's face it, unless the internet is just a fad and it's gone next week, we now know how to make a whole bunch of money for the rest of our lives. And then once you start making really good money, it's a whole mind shift too. You go from being so concerned about making money to wanting to help other people make money and be in the same position you are in so that they can stay home with their kids and, go to Disneyland, whatever, buy their dream boat, whatever it may be.
And here's the thing too, stop having awkward conversations with network marketers. It's such an awkward conversation when you're in a company, they're in a company, you're both happy, but then you're like, okay, so now what? Let's stay in touch. It's weird. It's like, just show them, hey, this is a killer system I use to build my business. You should check it out because it totally works. Mm-hmm. And we can collaborate together and work on it together, building 2 different businesses. This is true network marketing. This is truly building relationships and getting involved in a community of people that it doesn't matter what company you're a part of. We're all here to help each other be successful. And there's no threat to each other. It's just not an awkward conversation when you stumble upon other network marketers, because it doesn't matter if they're happy. You're actually excited for them that they're happy being in their company, and you're just so excited to see how you can help them be successful with it. So it really just takes, you're not leaving any money on the table, any opportunity. You're not, stopping the relationship because, oh, well, now they're happy, so I'm just going to leave them alone. No, don't walk away from that. That's a huge opportunity to help somebody and create a success story under your belt. Yep. So if you guys are really serious about, really wanting to leverage online and really build a true empire through social media, we both want to encourage you. There's a link somewhere, probably to the right, I would guess.
One of the sides.
Yeah, one of the sides. You can take a test drive with us, and we would be so happy to show you exactly what it is that we're doing. There's no obligation to it whatsoever, but I will warn you, if you jump in, you will probably not get out.
And you'll probably develop these crazy ass skill sets and make a lot more money.
Yeah. So we're excited to be a part of it. We're excited for those of you that want to check it out, and we will be happy to run with you and just hear what your goals are for where you want to be, in the next even 6 to 12 months. Let's get you going and get you into result mode, so you're not running in the hamster wheel like we were.
Yeah, Jen and I are here to help you guys. If you guys are ready for some help, if you're tired of struggling and you want to up your skill sets and start making more money and grow your business faster, Jen and I are here to help you. So click on the button and jump on the 10-day trial. It's $10. It's completely risk-free. It's it's refundable. So you've got nothing to lose, everything to gain. It's a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer for me, as it made me go from negative $6,000 to hitting, 6 figures this year. Yeah, I truly believe that everybody should be using this system. If you're going to be a business person and want to become a leader so that you attract business builders, this is the way to do it. You want to become a leader? This is the way to do it fast.
Yes, absolutely. And it's a system that's created by network marketers for network marketers to build your existing network marketing business. Let's just clarify that.
Yep, so absolutely.
It's going to just skyrocket you into a whole new level. So we're really excited for you guys, and look forward to seeing you on the inside. And we will be back. I know Thursday there's another hangout going on. Yeah.
Oh, I think, yeah, Tribe Hangout.
There's a tribe hangout. So be on the lookout for the next hangout Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And feel free to message us if you guys want us to touch on a certain topic. We love your feedback, and we want to give you the value that you're looking for. So thanks for tuning in tonight. You guys have an awesome evening, and we'll see you soon.
You betcha. Take care, you guys. Bye.